Yo, what's going on? So yes, that was the code for Game Pass. So the first person that clicks on this video that wants a free Game Pass Ultimate for like 30 days or whatever it is, 1 month, yeah, you get it. You've seen the title, you've seen the video, you know exactly what we're talking about today. We're gonna talk about the competitor and what I think about it. So let's hop into that video. So you're seeing the unboxing on screen and everything like that. I'm not gonna get into go through that and bore you to death with that. What I will, I'm showing just some B-roll of it. What I will say is they do send you 2 extra sticks, which are, you know, caps or whatever you want to call them, which is, I guess, okay at the end of the day. I just don't know where I'm gonna put them. Yeah, they're not. There's no case or anything, so they're just kind of loosey-goosey. I can throw them in the top of a drawer or something like that, I guess, but they're the same. So I guess that they break. I got 2 extra ones. That's cool, I guess. Moving on. It did come with the cable and stuff, of course, and you know, then the Xbox cable. The cable is nice and long. It's not nylon or anything special. They got their logo at the end of it and everything. Other than that, it's pretty basic. To be completely honest with you, getting into the video and just starting out, the controller is pretty basic. Let me show you an overhead shot of it. All right, let me show you some overhead shot, and I'll have some game footage somewhere around here for you guys to see. I play Call of Duty with the controller the entire time. But yeah, you see 2 controllers. They're both PlayStation 5 controllers. Well, they look like PlayStation 5 controllers. I figured I'd bring out a PlayStation 5 controller to show you guys this controller and this controller side by side, just so you can get a comparison of the 2. They do look very similar in shape and size. The weight is completely different. This is the PlayStation controller is definitely heavier than this controller. And you know, these have the symmetrical sticks on them. That's what they were going for here. People love Xbox or PlayStation symmetrical, whatever you want to call them, sticks on them. I'm more of an offset style guy. I like my Xbox controllers, always have and always will. With that being said, let's talk about the controller and some of the things. You do get the Hall effect sticks with the controller itself. And again, the rings do pop, or the thumbsticks do pop off. And as you can see there, they do have that ring around them, the metal ring, and then they have the anti-friction stick drift ring around them as well, which gives you a nice, super buttery feel to the controller itself when you're using them and everything else. Again, they do have Hall effects. They didn't go with TMRs. We're starting to see that more and more, TMR sticks coming out and being used on these controllers and stuff. They didn't go with that here. The other thing is, on the controller, you do have a headphone port at the bottom of it, so you are still able to utilize a wired headset for Xbox controllers or Xbox players, which is pretty cool. And this does work with PC as well. Just go ahead and throw that out. Xbox and PC is pretty much the 2 platforms it works on. Other things on it is going to be the X, Y, B, A buttons. We'll hold it up to the camera here just so you can see it itself. They are not mechanical. These are just normal membrane buttons. As you can see there, the way they are clicked in and stuff like that. They don't feel bad or anything like that, but they're just basic. I'm only saying a lot about this controller. The D-pad, the same exact way. It does have that D-pad feel to it, membrane mushiness underneath it and stuff. If you like that kind of D-pad, you can kind of see the other sides of the D-pad moving and stuff like that, just to give you a comparison with the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 feels, I mean, and that could just be because this D-pad's been worn in. Feels a little bit smoother to press and stuff like that, and as well as the just the buttons. The buttons, just the sensation of pressing the PlayStation buttons versus the Xbox buttons, technically speaking, just feel better. And they're lower too. Like if you look at it and stuff side by side, the PlayStation buttons are much lower. And again, I mean, that could be from just wear and tear on the controller. I'm not 100% positive. I bought this PlayStation used for pretty much just making videos, because I don't ever touch it really, to be completely honest with you. But in any case, hey, I turned it on. It's there. One thing you'll notice that's not on the controller is going to be the touchpad and all that. That's not on here anywhere. It's just, again, basic controller. Other things you do have on the controller itself too, you do have your Xbox button, you do have your share button right here. All that's fine. It's very hollow sounding, the Xbox button and everything, but it is what it is there. The back of the controller itself does have 2 back buttons. That's the only non-basic thing about this controller itself. But with all that being said, every third-party controller that comes out nowadays typically has 2 back buttons on the controller. Like, I don't know of a controller that is out there on the market that is third-party that doesn't have at least 2 buttons on the back of the controller. And you can lock these, so they kind of went with the GameSir controller style kind of feel to it. Do I have that controller center? No, it's around here somewhere. I threw it away. I don't know. But you can lock them. I have never been big on this personally because you can typically just set these up to be nothing. So I would rather put these maybe up here towards your triggers and make trigger stops or something like that. But in any case, they're there. You can use them and stuff, and it's super easy. You just hold the back button, the M button there for memory and all that, and set it up and all that jazz, and you'll be good to go there. They're super simple to do. There's no app or anything like that you need to download for this controller itself. And then you have your bumpers and your triggers. The bumpers themselves, they feel actually pretty good. They have a nice press to them and stuff. I do like and enjoy the way these press. The triggers, on the other hand, they're okay. They're smooth going down. These are Hall effects triggers, but there's nothing else there. There's no kind of app, so I can't turn hair triggers on. There's no kind of trigger stops on them. There's nothing. It's just a basic controller. Then if we look at the controller itself, the overall design of it, if you're into the black and white, maybe like a stormtrooper, kind of like a Star Wars type theme going on there, it's pretty cool looking. I will admit, I do like the colors and the scheme and how they did the black with the white and stuff. I do like and appreciate how they did the XYBA buttons and the D-pads to kind of mimic the PlayStation style controller and stuff like that. And again, at the end of the day, this is an Xbox official controller, so you do get the Game Pass with it for. So I'll end with this. You can get this in all black too. The all black looks pretty similar to this, just it's all black and the buttons are white and stuff. So it actually looks, I like the way it looks and everything. It's $50. The only positive I can say about that price point is if you're wanting a symmetrical PlayStation style controller. Maybe. For me personally, I probably wouldn't buy this. For one, I don't usually play on symmetrical controllers anyways. I prefer the offset sticks on the Xbox because I've been Xbox my entire life, other than Nintendo, of course, and PlayStation 2. Different conversation for a different day. But there's nothing special about this controller. It comes with two back buttons. It comes with Hall effect sticks. I mean, that's not really a selling point anymore. It's on every single controller. So a selling point would be like TMR sticks, you know what I mean? Or even like some kind of software to give us hair triggers or trigger stops in the controller itself. Like there's just nothing else about this controller other than the 2 back buttons, which is not even a selling point now because on every third-party controller, they come with at least 2 back buttons. And any controller on the market other than this Hyperkin is less than this price. And you get, if you get a GameSir controller, you get software with it and stuff. Now, again, that is if you are okay with offset sticks. If you're coming from PlayStation and you've been wanting symmetrical sticks and you don't care about all the special features and you just want to be able to plug a controller in that works and does the job, then sure, this is the controller for you. But if you're looking for something else that has a little bit more flair, that has a little bit more for bang for your buck, and you don't care about symmetrical or offset sticks, then I'm just gonna recommend almost any other controller on the market. That's not a ding or a bing towards them or anything like that. It's just my truth and my honest truth. So at the end of the day, if you're looking for this controller, you can check it out in the description below. I do have a link. It does help me out. Appreciate Hyperkin for sending the competitor out for me to take a look at. I'll look forward to maybe some more controllers they have in the future of some Xbox controllers, stuff like that. And I'll see you guys and gals in the next video. And as always, peace and love.